Good morning or good afternoon, Chair Howland. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak on behalf of two of my bills being considered during today's hearing, H.R. 5458, the Rocky Mountain National Park Boundary Modification Act, and H.R. 5459, the Rocky Mountain National Park Ownership Correction Act. These bills will expand and protect one of our most treasured and historic national parks, and one that I'm proud is located within Colorado's 2nd Congressional District, which, of course, I have the honor of serving in the United States Congress. Just by way of background, established in 1915 by President Woodrow Wilson, Rocky Mountain National Park is home to many of our nation's iconic landscapes. People from all over the world are drawn to the park, each for their own reasons. I suspect many of my colleagues on the committee have traveled to the park as well to experience nature, to seek solitude, to really watch wildlife and partake in outstanding recreational activities. I myself hold a number of treasured memories in this special place, hiking with my dad and my family, and of course, making memories with loved ones. It's something that holds deep meaning for many Americans and especially Coloradans. Because of this really incredible location, it would come as no surprise why the park continually breaks attendance records. In 2019, the park attracted 4.7 million visitors, breaking its record for the 5th time in 6 years. In 2019, actually, it maintained its position as the 3rd busiest park in the national park system. And as more people are drawn to this special place, our appreciation only grows for those who seek to protect and expand it. I want to first talk about H.R. 5458, which is the bill that the witness testifying on behalf of today will be talking about. And the witness, by way of background, is former astronaut Vance Brand. The Rocky Mountain National Park Boundary Modification Act would formally codify a generous donation of 40 acres of land into the park boundary made by Mr. Brand. The property is located adjacent to the eastern boundary of the park, and it would add additional protection for the park's high elevation ecosystem and provide recreational access between private lands and 3 very popular trails that connect to a network of hundreds of miles of trails. While this donation alone is worthy of recognition, it's hardly the only manner in which Mr. Brand has served his country. A native of Longmont, Colorado, Mr. Brand served as a commissioned officer and a naval aviator with the U.S. Marine Corps from 1953 to 1957. And following release from active duty, he continued in the Marine Corps Reserve and Air National Guard jet fighter squadrons until 1964. 2 years later, in 1966, Mr. Brown was one of 19 pilot astronauts selected by NASA. As an astronaut, he held management positions relating to spacecraft development, acquisition, flight safety, and mission operations. He flew on 4 space missions, logged 746 hours in space, and he commanded 3 shuttle missions. It is inspiring to witness someone who has already served their country in such an incredible fashion to remain steadfast in their selfless dedication to our country. And we all have so much to learn from Mr. Brand's example of public service, myself included. Additionally, I'm proud today that we are considering H.R. 5459, the Rocky Mountain National Park Ownership Correction Act. This bill would correct a bank error dating back to 1972, where a 0.18 acre plot of land containing the Forsyth family cabin was erroneously transferred to the Rocky Mountain National Park when the Park Service purchased a larger surrounding parcel. The family, seeking to retain legal ownership of its cabin and the plot on which it sits, proposed an exchange of the properties, and that exchange has the support of the Rocky Mountain National Park as well as the Park Service. So in closing, these bills are common sense measures to expand and protect Rocky Mountain National Park. They enjoy support from local stakeholders, including the town of Estes Park, Larimer County, and the Rocky Mountain Conservancy. Public lands are who we are as Coloradans. They drive our outdoor recreation economy. They inspire our commitment to sustainability. And these 2 bills will ensure that we protect Rocky Mountain National Park for future generations like my daughters to enjoy. And I look forward to working with my colleagues to advance these pieces of legislation. And again, want to thank the chairwoman for holding this important hearing and for giving us the opportunity to present these bills. And with that, I would yield back, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Ms.